Welcome to 5 Minutes, your quick dive into the wide-ranging world of insurance, technology, and leadership. I'm Miguel Edwards, and I'll be your guide as we explore these topics that are transforming not just the insurance industry, but the business world at large. Along with sharing observations I've made over the span of my career in insurance, technology, and operations, I'll be chatting with some of the brightest minds in business and leadership. Whether you're a seasoned executive or a rising star, an industry expert, or just curious about how technology is revolutionizing insurance, this is your perfect spot for your weekly dose of insights. This is 5 Minutes.
A lot of these tech advances won't actually make an impact on that for a very long time. So I think it really is essential that we understand, what are the current business goals and can we affect any of them this year?
Yeah.
And that piece is really missing a lot of times from even the charter of the chief data officer role. They don't come in and have a P&L and say, you have to do this, right? And so I don't think they even think that that's part of their job necessarily or no, and then they're caught off guard when everybody's not paying attention, right? And so that to me feels like if you can tie them and also hold the business accountable for you have to give a business problem to the chief data officer, that would really help in pushing along this progress.
Fantastic perspective.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think when it comes to the startups and the technology providers, right? At the end of the day, they're either going to improve your processes, get more efficiency, or be able to communicate with customers a lot quicker. But at the linchpin of all that is data, and these senior officers, they care about either reducing their exposures, getting more premium in the door, either serving an underserved market, expanding the market. And it's what are you learning from your data strategy through the combination enhancing of these technology tools that will get you to do that either A or B. And, to knock technology is an enabler. Right. But at the end of the day, like I said, we are serving that promise. So it comes down to underwriting a better risk, and access to that data through enabling with technology will get you there.
Access is I keep coming back to that word access, and I want to throw this out there just as, again, I like to do the provocative statements. There's this, every insurance company believes that data and their data represents a unique competitive advantage. That's what everybody believes.
Yeah.
Now, what if your ability to access the data and leverage it is truly the unique competitive advantage? It's not so much the data itself. And so we focus on these, everybody talks about the crown jewels, right? And it's that's that diamond box in the corner that you can't get to. So is there an opportunity for us to shift the conversation to say, the data is there, it's an asset, it's a strategic asset, but really the only way we're gonna truly differentiate ourselves is to show how we use that data.
That's thought-provoking, but to me, at the end of the day, I understand the access, but where I keep going to is you have the data,
right? And
the data is going to do what for you, right? And to me, the accessibility of the data, that's just one piece of the equation.
It's the use case.
It's the use case that drives it, right? And in my example, so I'm working with a lot of digital partners. The access to understand how to price whatever use case it is, there's also limitations in terms of their end customers, how much they can share it with us.
Right.
I just feel we're too globalized to say that the everything you've collected, it has to be paired with everything else that's happening around you, right? With climate changes, that probably it was a little bit different use case 20, 30 years ago. Yeah. Look at what's happening in Dubai just this past week, right? Who would have thought they would have gotten a year's worth of water and rain in a matter of a day?
Right.
Could have an insurer predicted that? No matter what model you put out there, they could have not predicted that.
Sure.
So I think it's a combination of external factors combined with what you have will, I think, differentiate which is a successful insurers versus the other.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.